and the chilly air a harbinger of things to come. Shivering in the breeze, Owen questioned his decision to stay with Laura this winter for the millionth time. Did she even want him here? Did she want company, or did she want him? If she wanted him, she was doing a hell of a job hiding it. For a while there, he thought they were at the start of something that had the potential to be significant. Now he wasn't so sure. She treated him like a platonic buddy, when all he did was fantasize about getting her naked and into his bed. Was he sick to be having such fantasies about a woman who was pregnant with another man's child? Probably. But as she rounded and swelled and glowed, he only wanted her more. At times, he even let himself pretend they were married, and the baby was his.
"You're one sick son of a bitch," he said to the breeze.
Sick or not, he wanted her with a fierceness that was becoming harder and harder to hide from her. One of these days, he was going to grab her and pin her against a wall and show her exactly. "Owen?" He sucked in a sharp, deep breath, ashamed to have been caught having such uncivilized thoughts about a woman he truly cared for. Attempting to calm himself, he turned to her.
"Yeah?"
"Aren't you cold out there?" No. He was on fire thinking about her. Not that he could confess such a thing to her.
"Not really. It's nice."
Laura tugged the zip-up sweatshirt of his that she'd borrowed around herself and joined him on the porch. Even though the oversized jacket swallowed her up, she was still his regal princess. She snuggled into his side, and it seemed the most natural thing in the world to slip his arm around her. Resting her head on his chest, she let out a contented sigh. It's so pretty this time of day. His throat tightened with emotion, and his entire body ached from wanting her.
"Sure is."
It's pretty every time of day. I never get tired of our spectacular view, she said, as a shiver traveled through her.
"You shouldn't get too cold."
I'm fine.
"It's a good night for a fire."
Now, where did that come from? He'd no sooner said the words than he wanted to take them back. Oh, can we? I'd love that. Owen wanted to moan as he imagined how gorgeous she'd look in the firelight. With her around all day, every day, he never ran out of ways to torture himself.
"Sure we can. Mac inspected the chimney last week and declared us good to go."
Owen had collected a ton of driftwood off the beach that had been drying on the porch for weeks. I got marshmallows at the store. We can have a camp out.
Perfect,
Owen thought. More torture. Her childlike glee at the simple things in life was one of the qualities he liked best about her, and part of what made him want her with a burning need, unlike anything he'd ever experienced. Will you play for me too? You know I love listening to you. Here, wrapped around him, was everything he'd never known he wanted. And wasn't it ironic that he couldn't have her? He would have laughed at the lunacy of the situation if his growing ache for her hadn't been so damned painful.
"Absolutely,"
he managed to say.
"Let's go in before you catch a cold."
Was she reluctant to step out of his embrace, or was that just wishful thinking on his part? As he followed her inside, he took a last look at the horizon where the ferry was nearly out of sight, and hoped he hadn't made a huge mistake by letting it leave without him. Laura's alarm dragged her out of a deep sleep the next morning. Ever since she'd moved to the island right after Labor Day to renovate and manage the Sand and Surf Hotel, she'd been sleeping well again. That was a welcome relief following months of sleepless nights. Discovering that her new husband hadn't quit dating after their May wedding had shocked the hell out of her, almost as much as discovering she'd been married just long enough to get pregnant. Months of restless nights, mounting anxiety, and relentless morning sickness had taken a toll. By the time she arrived to start her new job, she'd been a wreck. A month later, she was restored, energized, loving her new job, and falling more into